What? Okay. Okay. Listen. Okay. Chili. Y'all good? How y'all doing? Yeah. First of all, Domo, like, girl, fix the thing. Ah. Okay. We not gonna play with this henceforth. How y'all doing? Y'all good? Y'all right? Y'all straight? I have missed y'all. It has been a time, but we're gonna talk about it though. Like, we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it. Just hold tight, hold tight, hold tight, hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. All right, welcome to another episode of One Billion Brave. I ain't been here in a minute, but I'm just grateful to be here. And for that, we are grateful. Welcome to another episode of One Billion Brave. I'm your host, Domo Jones. Thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for thanking y'all. For letting me thank y'all because we're giving thanks. And then that's just it. All right, so for the old heads, you already know. For the newcomers, catch on quick. We are about to do the what? House rules. All right, so no profanity. Come on. You already know what's up. We don't down this show. No profanity, no bashing of race, religion, gender, politics, or sexual preferences. Why? Because from one blood he made all the nations. So you already know how we get down with that. You feel me? You already know. You already know how we get down with the get down. Also, this show is called 1 Billion Brave because it represents the 1 billion people of the world that have a disability and or medical condition. So I guess you know what that means. Get you one of us in your circle. Get you one of us. Because all I'm saying is that we are top tier. Like, our community is a very top tier community. And that's all I'm gonna say about that. You're welcome. I'm gonna say that right now. You are very welcome. Because once you get to one of us, you're gonna be like, how come ain't nobody saying nothing? I'm telling y'all, I've been saying it for the past 5 years. Like, take heed. Take heed to the voice of the Lord. Well, God's speaking through me, but you know what I'm saying. Take heed to the voice. Like, take heed to the announcements. Is all I'm saying. You feel me? Also, we talk about Jesus Christ. Hold on. Let me make that very clear. We talk about ouch. Ooh, that hurt. We talk about Jesus Christ on this show because he's the main thing, and we're gonna forever keep him the main thing on this here show. Because that's for me in my house. What we gonna do? Serve the Lord. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna serve the Lord. We're gonna serve our Father. We're gonna serve our Master. We're gonna serve our King. Because he's that great. That's my dog. And he should be yours too, is all I'm saying. Also, and this is the last rule. For real. Y'all ready for it? Okay, cool. This is one of the very few shows that has a hostess with a disability that interviews guests with disability and or medical conditions or essential caregivers or that was a lot of ors or medical professionals. Huh? If you're a medical professional, and we've had a few doctors on here. All I'm saying is this show is one of them shows. And guess what? Lady O, Tyler Perry, and Mother Ava DuVernay, I'm coming to all three of y'all houses. I don't know why y'all don't know by now. Like, why don't you guys even know? Like, I don't even get it. We should be best of friends at this point, is all I'm saying. Lady O, I'm coming to the house. It's getting hot outside. I don't know about going outside to your garden because it's a little hot. Whew. And I'm tinted. My skin is very fair. So we can't get any darker than we are. You feel me? All right. So we're going to head on inside. We can even go to the sunroom. It don't even matter. Just as long as there's some shade. And then I'm going to go 2 blocks over to Tyler Perry's house. We can either go to your house. I mean, we got options. We can go to your house. We can go to your studio, one of the several, one of the plethora, one of the very few, one of the many, one of the all of there is that there is in Atlanta. All y'all get it. Or we could go to your pilot center. Like, it doesn't matter. We can even talk while you're practicing on the runway. It doesn't matter. You get a walkie-talkie, I get a walkie-talkie. I have an iPhone, you have an iPhone. What we talking about? That's all I'm saying. And then once I end with you, once I chop it up with you one time for the one time, then it's probably gonna be time to get my locks done. So me and Avery DuVernay, we're gonna go up to Rockefeller real quick. And then we have so much to talk about. You feel me? Like, run it up. Run up the topics, run up the conversation. Is all I'm saying. Like, run it up. You be in one chair, you be in chair one, I be in chair two. We can't probably see each other because they're gonna be twisting our locks. But I'm be like, hey yo, let it ever know. That's it. I mean, it's really very simple. Let's check the board. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it makes sense to me in my head. It's on. And the more I say it, the more it's making even more sense. That's the crazy part. Like, there can be miracles if you believe. There can be miracles if you achieve. Let's get down to business to defeat the hunts. That's all I'm saying. Y'all, okay? Y'all heard it. Y'all heard it live here now. Because when it really happens, you're going to be like, that girl with the locks, she done said it. Her crazy tail. I'm crazy, but yet and still, I accomplished what I. Okay, that's it. That's it. That's all. That's into that. All right, so Gabe, who is the brave for this week? Can you please let us know, please, 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 please. Okay, because child Michelle_Rogers. Her disability / medical condition is she is legally blind and she is autistic. But let me tell you something about something. Can you not tell that she is rocking this pinky Tuscadera outfit? Ma'am, if Pink was a person, it'll be Michelle Obama Rogers. You feel me? Like, and the cane. Okay, but look, here's the thing. A lot of people probably didn't even see this part. Look at the guy that's on the right side of her. Well, her left, our right. Is he not amazed? Is he not gazing amazed? Because can't nobody tell her nothing. And she got the hearts popping out in the scene with a gangster lead. Child, she better rock it. Girl, you better go on with your bad self. Michelle_Rogers, thank you so much for being you. Like, first of all, if I ever met you, we'd be best of friends because you're a dope. You are. You probably one of the very few that could rock all them sequins and hearts and stripes and pinning it. But you're rocking it, okay? You rocking it. I'll take the colors, you take the sparkle. And we could be even trade. We in there. I appreciate you being so authentic. I appreciate you being bold. I appreciate you just you and you. Like, you're exposing who you are, but you're doing it with confidence. And that's what One Being Brave is about. And that's why you are the brave heart for this week. All right. So with that being said, this month is Men's Mental Health Awareness Month, and the color is blue. So this is why, girl, why you all the way over there? This is why you see that blue. We are representing the Men's Health Awareness Month because y'all matter. I don't care what y'all say. The men matter too. And men go through a lot on a daily basis that we probably as women will never understand. And personally, I don't want to. I'm grateful for the things that us women have because that's enough. But we do, we acknowledge you, we care about you, and you in a light swimwear. Keep being strong. Okay. All right. So now you guys have not seen me in a few weeks, and let's tell you why. Y'all sitting down? Okay, cool. Okay, so last time we checked in, my I had allergic reactions, and I still do, and a lot of Benadryls were taking, and then I was in a knee brace because you know just doing too much, or maybe not even doing enough. I don't know. But now I am in two knee braces. Child, it's just been a lot. And currently I'm in a wheelchair. Can you tell? See that? Yes. I'm in a wheelchair. Nevertheless, listen, so I went to the doctor today, and supposedly it is on one leg, it is my patella is doing its thing. And then on the other leg, on the other knee, it is a meniscus situation. So prayerfully, I ain't gotta have surgery because we're not doing. Girl, girl, you what you're not about to do is have surgery again. I don't know what y'all thought this was. Not over here, no, no, avoid. No, we're not doing that. But I am nevertheless. And so it's been a trying few weeks, but I am still grateful that in the midst of me having to slow down, me having to stop, me having to pivot, me having to get my mind right, and all that, all the things. Um, I was graced enough to be featured in three articles. No, I'm sorry, two articles in one magazine just in the month of July. And I mean just in the month of June. And also in the month of June is when I hurt my knees. So I am very grateful to God, and this is why I'm like God is my number one. Like He about to be everything, because in the midst of my confusion, doubt, misunderstanding, like all of that, God was like, "Yo, baby girl, I got you. Like don't even trip. Like don't like you're still seen. You feel me? You may not be physically seen at church, but you still seen. Like the people see you. You feel me? You feel me? Like okay, the people see you. So I'm grateful. I'm grateful, and I will never take that for granted. All right, enough about me. We ain't talking about me no more. All right, so now we're about to bring up my next guest. I am very grateful. And wait, before I say that, she's a twin. Come on, 2 for 1 special. I know, Grandma. We'll talk about it after. Um, it's a 2 for 1 special, but we about to have part A. I don't know if she's the older or the youngest. I feel like she's the oldest. Prayerfully, she is. Uh, well, we're gonna say she is. Okay, just if she's not, sorry, twin. My bad. Talk about it later. Uh, text me. Text me. But I am very grateful that I reached out to her, and she was immediately accepting of me asking if she can be a guest on my show. He is, Grandma. He really is. And I'm super grateful because, as most of you guys know, I be meeting my guests 5 minutes, 10 minutes before the show, and this is another one. But we friends now. Now she's stuck with me, and she don't even know, but she know now because she hearing me. But she's stuck with me for life. It just is what it is. And then now she has a twin, so it's double mint. It's a double mint. It's a double mint twin. Twin win. Twin, where have you been? Nobody you y'all get it? Like it's a 2 for 1 special, and for that I am grateful. Like we in it like somewhere. All right, so gracing the stage, Lucretia, come on out, friend. Come on out. What up?
Hi,
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Great. Thanks so much for gracing the stage. I definitely appreciate it, and I don't take it lightly.
Well, listening to you talk, you say you're stuck with me, or I'm stuck with you. No, you're stuck with me, because we are totally like need to be
That's
friends for life.
I'm saying we really do. This is a
Yeah,
friend
like
connection
no
that
question.
never that they didn't even know we didn't even need it.
hmm
That's it. That's all. All right, so let's get into it. Can you tell us where you're from and the name of your disability or medical condition?
All right, so I am from Ontario, Canada, just like south of Detroit, like 45 minutes south of Detroit. And I have cerebral palsy, but the like specific diagnosis is moderate spastic diplegia. So it's just in my legs. So I use a wheelchair sometimes. It's actually really only been recently, like the last couple years, that I've used it
Mhm.
more. Um, but most of the time I'm walking and moving around and or trying,
Okay,
you
so
know,
is it considered one condition or two?
or just one.
Just one. Okay, so it's specifically like more spasticity type.
Yeah. So there's like I can't remember what the other one is called, but there's like spastic and then there's like the other one where like you're loose and like kind
Yeah,
of
your
like
limbs kind of. I know what you mean.
it's like what like a limp noodle, I guess. I don't know how
Yeah,
else
yeah,
to
yeah.
describe it, but I
Total.
have the spastic.
Okay, so let's start from the top. Can you tell us like how you were diagnosed? Like, what did that journey look like?
So my sister and I were born 8 weeks early. So we were born at 32 weeks. She kicked me out and like she literally kicked me out and then they had to pull her out by like her arms, shoulders, like head because like they couldn't get her to turn. She had space in there. She didn't want to come out. She has mild spastic diplegia. Yeah. I always mix it up. So like I am a little bit worse like physically and
Mm-hmm.
hers is a little bit more intellectual than physical.
Uh,
She had like brain bleeds and different stuff as a baby. So we were actually diagnosed like almost immediately, like from being born, they kind of knew there was something wrong. Like my left foot turned in, you could see it. They knew that there was some brain damage with my sister, um, all that kind of stuff. Plus, we were early. So we were actually formally diagnosed at 8 months old. And when we were diagnosed, the doctor actually had told my mom that I would be forever wheelchair bound, like not able to be like mobile on my own, and that my sister wouldn't even operate her own wheelchair. And my mom was like, "No, that's not my kids. Like, you
period.
caught them at nap time." Like, she tried to get the appointment changed and like, because we were really good sleepers. Um, I don't know what happened now because I can't sleep to save my life, but we were really good sleepers back then. And so they did it during nap time. And my mom's like, "I told you, like, they they really like their naps. Like, it's a bad time for them." They're like, "No, you're a mother in denial." So literally, we didn't even know what a vacuum was going into school. Like the school had to call my mom and be like, there's a problem here. Like your kids don't know what a vacuum is. And my mom's like, "No, they wouldn't." And they're like, "Pardon?" And she's like, "I don't clean in front of them. Like when they're home, if they're not at school or doing like therapy or extracurriculars that are all like physical based or like fine motor,
Mhm.
gross motor, all those things, like we're doing therapy. Like we never just played to play. We always had to like do something. Like they used to
Yeah.
paint our toes for us to reach our toes to do our stretches as like little kids. So like
Wow.
now I can't see my toes unpainted. It's really weird for me.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
because I just never
That's
have.
so funny. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so I mean, actually, that's actually smart because they did things that were enjoyable for kids, but it was actually helping you as you got older for these things that you got older for. Like that's hi Jackie, love you. I think that's super dope. So for you, um, as you were growing up, what were some of your symptoms? Because as you said, like as you got older, then it kind of like got worse a little. So at the beginning stages, what were your symptoms?
So cerebral palsy doesn't like ever really get worse, but like as you grow, like you sort of get tighter, but you don't actually get tighter.
Mm.
So I had to wear AFOs
Got
as
him
a
on
kid, like
right
little
now.
ones. Yeah, I don't have to wear them anymore. So thank God for that. Although like I do have them and I still have to wear night splints.
Okay.
So That's kind of a thing. I don't actually wear night splints to sleep because I can't sleep with them. But I do wear them like when I'm sitting at my desk here,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
working throughout the day. So because I can kind of walk in them like a little bit. Um,
Really?
but so yeah, they have like a little like shoe bit on them so you can walk like just to the bathroom, which my bathroom is like
Okay,
literally
okay.
that door there. So it's not that far away, but I won't like go any further.
Okay,
Um,
makes sense.
so I wore AFOs. I had twister cables, like the things Forrest Gump wore. I wore those. Like
Oh, really?
they, yeah, they attached to they were like metal, like rods with
Yeah.
like springs on them. They attached to the AFOs. There was a leather waistband that went around your waist, and they helped pull out my left leg so that my foot wasn't turning in. And I was actually the first person that wore these twister cables that didn't have to have their femur bone cut in like
What?
our area. Yeah.
Okay,
So
hey
they
mom,
named
love you.
like
Okay, so that's for wow. So okay, so the AFOs were to keep the structure of your foot.
I don't even really know. Yeah, I think the AFOs were to keep like your foot like
Like,
aligned and straight.
yeah.
I always remember them being like a million sizes too big for my foot because like they make them so you can grow into them as kids. But like as a little kid, I was in like a size 8 ladies and I'm a 3.5, 4 kids. And in Canada, we
Right.
don't have half sizes. So
Oh,
I have to go to like
a size,
Michigan
yeah.
to get shoes.
So how long?
So
That's funny. Yeah, I've always had feet problems, so I get it. So how long did you wear your AFOs?
So I started wearing the AFOs and they had like really like wonky ones. They kind of looked like those arm bracelet, like the arm cast that you get. They had like the
Uh-huh.
Velcro. So I started with those like super young, then did like the plastic AFOs and night splints, then the twister cables. The twister cables started when I was 6 or 7. I think I was
Okay.
7, because we weren't really going to do them. And my dad was like, it's really cute when she falls now, but it's not going to be so cute later,
Very true.
um, which was very true. So
Very
at
true.
age 7, I started with these twister cables. I wore them until just before my 13th birth, 13th birthday. Yeah, 13th birthday. Um,
You wore them every day, all day?
Not every day, all day. Um, so during the school year, like every day.
Yeah.
If I was doing extracurriculars every day. Once summer hit, like you'd be lucky to catch me in them. Like because it was hot and like
Yeah.
I like to be in the pool, I like to run around, like all of that. So, but for the most part, yes, every day, all day. Once in a while, I wouldn't have to wear them. Like if we went to like a swimming field trip or something, maybe I wouldn't
Mm-hmm.
have to wear them that day. But uh, I did wear them a lot. And then after I had surgery when I was 12, like just before my 13th birthday, like a week before,
Oh wow.
I had my major surgery and I was like one and done. So when you're talking about like, you don't want any more surgeries, I was like, yeah, I did the one and done. Like I literally told them, I don't want any more. Like, this
Yeah.
is it. You do this. And I remember like the day I asked for it. And I went home from school and I was like, I think we need to ask, like, tell them it's time because they had
So
been
what
talking
was
about
the
it since I
surgery
was
for?
6 years old. So it was to help with the cerebral palsy to kind of help like loosen things up. And they had actually wanted to do it when I was like 6 or 7 before the twister
Mm.
cables, and we said no because we thought it was too young. But what they did was hamstring lengthening on both sides, heel cord lengthening on the left side because my left side is my worst side, and then what was it? Hip adductor, I think it is, lengthening on both sides, and then rectus femoris transfers. So they basically took a muscle from like the front of my like upper thigh and wrapped it around the back, and then took a muscle from
Mm.
the back of my leg and wrapped it around the front to like help pull things out. And like cerebral palsy is like one of those things where like some of your muscles fire all the time and some don't fire at all. So it's kind of like trying to compensate for those muscles that don't fire at all. And like they're supposed to switch off, and some do, but some also don't work at all, and some never turn off. So it's kind of a thing. So, and then after surgery, I wore the AFOs. I didn't have to wear the twister cables anymore until I
What's
was
going?
15.
Okay, good. Whoa.
So, yeah. And I'm going to be 34 in like a week. So it's been what, almost 20 years without them?
Sheesh.
Yeah.
Wow, that is well, that's a good thing. For sure, for sure. That's a great thing actually. So it did help. That's good.
Yes.
So now like after you had the surgery, after you went through that whole process, did they tell you that you had to do anything as far as like therapy? I'm here, mom. I don't know what happened. I'm here though. I have no clue why it froze. Like that's so weird. Cause I was like, what's going on? But we back. So did you have to go through any therapy? Did you have to go through like a process of just a new way of living, a new way of learning how to walk, a new way?
So the learning how to walk thing, they told me like I'd be able to stand. I knew I probably wouldn't be able to walk after the surgery. They told me I'd be able to stand. They told me I would be able to do so many things. It was all a lie. Could
Mm.
not do it. Because I was in so much pain, and they literally like I had the surgery at like 12:30 at night or 12:30 in the afternoon, and then at night that night or, like, the next morning, they took me off the morphine because 'cause they're like, "Oh, you're going home later today." Well, I didn't go home for 4 days, and then they had me in physio there trying to, like, stand up,
Uh,
and my physio was, like, pregnant, so she couldn't help guide my leg all the way
oh
down.
my
So it was, like, super painful, and I remember my mom stayed with me at the hospital, and the first time I stood up, I got back to the like, my room, and I was, like, hysterical, like, in tears. I was like, "They lied, they
God.
promised me I could do all this stuff," and I was like, "I wanna talk to daddy," and so, like, I had to call him. I was like, I can't stand up," and I was, like, hyperventilating, like, I'm like, "I knew I couldn't walk, but, like, I can't even stand up," and,
Yeah,
like, it
yeah,
was,
yeah.
like, the biggest thing, like, because I used to be, like, super independent, and the only reason I knew I had to have surgery was, like, I was falling a lot, like, 10 times plus a
Yeah.
day. I was really unsteady, and it was just time. And we knew it was gonna come at some point.
Mhm.
So we knew, but like that was a huge thing. And then I was always really good about doing like my physio. We were going to physio before, probably, I think it was like twice a week, sometimes 3 times a week. It was once a month to once every 2 months at one point, but then they tried to give me Botox injections to, like, loosen up my body, and I'm, like, weirdly allergic to Botox, but we didn't know that until they gave the
What?
injections, and then they made me tighter instead of looser. So, I don't know. So, I
What?
don't do Bot but, like, lots of people that are spastic, it really helps them. It does
It
not help
does.
me. So
I get Botox. I've been getting Botox for the past 10 years.
yeah, and it made me 10 times worse, so I'm terrified of it. So I've always just done the physio. We've had an in-home worker always come in and do, like, in-home physio with us. I
Yeah,
still
yeah.
have one to this day. Like, she comes in, I have a massage bed, like, in
And
the
she
room
does
right off of
a
my
great
room
job.
because so she can do it. I go to physio every 2 weeks. I have therapeutic riding every week. Like, I do all the things. I
On
have
the
a
routine.
vibration plate that sits under my desk that I just got that I really love. Like, I will do everything that I can to, like, stay mobile and stay moving, and
Yeah.
that was kind of one of the biggest things with the wheelchair is, like, my neurologist has been telling me for years to get it, and I was really resistant to it because I was like, "Oh, if I get it, like, I'm gonna lose my ability to walk," which has not been the case, but, like, and I've used it a a few times for, like, some bigger things and felt so much better after and not had, like, the big kind of recovery time when you do too
Mhm.
much. So I'm really liking it, but it I'm really kinda sad that I waited so long to get it because I feel like as we get older, we don't heal as fast. And I'm like, once I turned 30, I feel like it all went downhill,
So,
honestly.
man, why is the recovery time like twice the time that
Sometimes longer. Like,
yeah, like, oh my gosh. That is so true. Like, and these doggone knees, like, typically I'll be able to bounce back. And
yeah.
my body's like, girl, it's going to pipe it down, like, slow it down. I get that though when it comes to the wheelchair because I use a walker and I was very, very, very like anti. I don't need it. Girl, like at that time I was only 28 when they told me that I needed one. But I was a high fall risk.
Yeah.
Girl, you need it. That's it. And it got to the point to where I got tired of myself falling. That I was like, okay, just get it. But I just wish I would have got it. Just like you said, like it alleviates so much stress and pressure on your body, especially when you already have like limitations. It just alleviates so much pressure. And then once you get it, you're like, dang, why not get this earlier?
And you can kind of get cute ones now. Like my chair's hot pink, and I call her Pinky because like
Period.
pink is my thing. So yeah, like
Period. Because you know I was about to ask. Like I literally was about to ask, like, what's the like, do you have a name?
oh yeah, Pinky.
I
Because
love it.
yeah,
I love, yeah, for sure. My walker has been decorated. Right now, it's paisley. 2 weeks ago, it was polka dots. Like whatever I see, I just decorate it. So I think that's so true, and that's a testament to anyone that has a fear or feel like they're going to not be independent if they need a medical accessory. Girl, get it. Boy, get it. Get that
heck
thing. Live your
the AFOs nowadays are so much cuter than they used to be. Like they were just plain white and now you can get them like bedazzled. I remember the first time I could get them like with designs on them. I wanted them like the orange fiery red
yeah,
with
yeah, yeah.
soccer balls and soccer cleats because I was obsessed with soccer. Still am obsessed with soccer, but like my mom's like that's not really like feminine. Can you just do some daisies or something? And then so I did. I did like the flowers and I really hate flowers. I'm not a flower person.
Yeah, yeah.
But that was like the only cute girly thing. And then after now they're like multicolored, I think the ones I still have. They're like purpley and like kind of
They have so
crosshatchy and
many.
but I saw leopard print ones and I was like, if I had to get another pair, I would
It would be
get
like
leopard. Oh yeah, hands down. Leopard and
I
hot
like
pink.
I be jealous of the kids because I have AFOs on both my feet, and I started off with one. And when I first like the very first time I got it, mine was just like that clear opaque looking,
Yeah.
and I was like, this is so ugly. So I started decorating my AFO like the same way I decorate my walker. Like I started decorating it, and then people were like, "Yo," but now I'm like, how come y'all didn't have this option when I was younger,
Yeah.
when they looked like you have no friends and family, and we had to wear these big old plastic gator crater looking
Yeah.
what
And they were horrible. I remember in high school, one of
horrible.
the girls, like, and I didn't even have to really wear them in high school because I only had to wear them for like the first 2 years. Because I literally I did surgery in between like end of elementary school and beginning of high school. So
Uh-huh.
I came into high school, I still had a walker because I was still learning how to walk because I was straight leg sitting for like 7 weeks. And so I had just learned how to walk with like so I had the walker, I had like my AFOs, everything. And when I came back to school the next year, because like that whole year, like people really knew me with the walker and
Yeah,
I
yeah.
ended up doing too much. I had to take it back. Like because I thought like, hey, I can do gym class. I could not do gym class. I should
Jim,
have. Yeah, I should have slowed down a little bit, but I was like,
I just
I'm
a
good.
little.
I can do everything. And then I had to take the walker back because that was not okay. Um, but I remember girls in school being like, "Oh, you didn't get a new pair of AFOs for the new school year?" And I was like, do you realize how expensive these things are?" And like,
And do you know the
it's not
process
that
to
easy.
get them?
Yeah. Like I remember my parents fighting with insurance companies every time I had to get them. But
Yeah.
like we did
The
it.
process is not like it's not just like, okay, you're gonna get them. No, they're custom made for your specific feet, and
Yeah.
the insurance it. Uh.
Yeah, we could go on forever about all the things.
Forever. And see, that's why we friends. That's why we locked in, because we get
Hmm.
it. We get it.
Yes.
Okay, so when it comes to you and your twin, you guys have similarities but a little bit different. Did you guys have to learn the same as far as just the regularities of life, or because hers is more cognitive and yours is more physical? Did you guys have to learn the same, or was it a different approach?
It was a different approach. So, like, cognitively for me, I'm pretty much like normal,
Yeah.
no issues. Um, I do have this thing where like I can't always visualize in my head. Like if you say like, "Hey, there's like a figure eight on the ground," I might not be able to see it, which I just recently learned could be a thing with my cerebral palsy, but through
Mm-hmm.
therapeutic writing, I've been learning to visualize more. But up until like probably a couple months ago, I didn't realize that was even a thing.
Nothing.
That was like could be part of it. But my sister, she's a lot more like you can't read her writing. She actually can't see out of both eyes at the same time. And if she does, she sees double. She has no depth perception, so she doesn't drive. I got my license later in life, like I was like 24 or 26 or something.
Wow.
But yeah, so she's a little bit more like fine motor, gross motor, like that kind. Yeah, for her fine motor skills, she needed to work on that a little bit more. She always needed somebody to help with homework.
Mm-hmm.
Um, she like cause and effect isn't always there. Her mental
Mm-hmm.
age we know now is about like we always used to think she was like between 12 and like 16, but then when my younger brother got older than 16, we
Mm-hmm.
realized like she really didn't stay like past 12.
Oh,
So, but like sometimes she really surprises you, but like maturity wise, 12. Um, so it's a little bit different that way. Like we both still live with my parents, and the only reason I moved back is because they asked me to come kind of help take care of
help.
her.
Yeah.
Um, So I did, and now, like, COVID happened, I ended up, like, getting laid off, being able to, like, work from home, and because I had always done what I do on the side, and when COVID hit, perfect opportunity to just go all in,
Right.
um, and do it, and so I have, and had some great success with it, but, like, now I work from home and she's home, and so I'm just here with her most of the time. Like, I still go out and do my therapies, and sometimes she comes and sometimes she stays home, but yeah,
Yeah.
so it was a little bit different. She needed a lot more, like, support and
Mm-hmm.
things, for, like, just even common stuff. Like, I remember my dad, like, sitting with her, like, to learn how to turn off and on a faucet. Um, like, just, like, hand over hand, like, over and over, like, those sorts of things.
Wow.
And,
Like,
like, the most he did for, like, simple stuff, yeah.
wow.
Um, the most he did for me was I couldn't get up on the toilet without, like, a step, so he built, like, 3 steps and then a toilet seat on top, and we would just put it on the toilet so I could get up and down off the toilet because 'cause I'm, like, really short, so,
Me too. But it's okay
like,
though. We're telling.
4'8". Yes.
Wait, how tall are you?
I'm 4'8", 4'9.5" on a good day, like, when I'm not super tight.
Okay, we're almost in the same. I'm 5 feet even.
Okay. Yeah.
But a lot of people be like, "No, you're not." I'm like, "Yes, I am." Like, y'all can't tell me how tall I am because they said that that's too tall. I am. We're giants.
Yes.
I don't care what
Yeah.
they say. We're very tall.
Yeah.
Period. So
I it's all in the attitude and the spirit.
they ain't gonna stop us.
No.
Period. So dang. So now that you're at this stage where you're trying to maintain your life and then also living with your twin, and then kind of like pretty much being her part-time caregiver as well, making sure she's good. How do you find your balance with just finding peace, finding, your work-life balance? How do you find it?
Is that a
Or
thing?
have
Does
you
that
found
exist? No. I am still on the hunt for that. I find it really hard to have, like, a work-life balance. I don't know about you, but, like, I sometimes feel so guilty for having to go out and do my therapies and, like, to go to my appointments and, like, take the time I need, or, like, maybe some days, like, I can't sit at my desk as long and I have to, like, stand up or move around, or, like, do stuff just because it's, like, too tight or
it?
whatever. But I still get super guilty, like, feel super guilty for, like, going out to my physio. And, like, the town I live in is kind of small, so I drive usually 40-45 minutes to physio, to, like, my massage, my chiropractor, like, I could find physios and massage and chiropractor, like, close by, but, like, I've tried them and I've had to go out further to find good ones
Mhm.
that I like. Um, and I do a lot of therapies, like, almost every day I'm doing something. My therapeutic riding is a 30-minute drive each way. So every time I go to, like, an appointment, it's, like, 2, 3, sometimes 4 hours. And
Wow.
so, like, building that in, you work a lot of early mornings and then, like, late nights. Like, it's what, 10:42 my time because 'cause I'm Eastern,
Yeah.
and when you're like, "Hey, can you do," I was like, "Yeah, that's fine," because, like, it's a riding day, and we don't actually have it today because it's a rest week. But,
Yeah.
like, normally Tuesdays I work late because, I try to only do half days, and I never can do a half day on riding days because I'm always super tired, but I can never do a half day, so normally I take a nap in the afternoon. Then
Mhm.
I feel guilty for that too, like, because if I do
Really?
physio, yeah, like, if I go to physio or if I do therapeutic riding, like, it wears me out a lot. I go to a special, like, neurological physio that, like, specializes in, like, stroke patients, which is really good for those of us with cerebral palsy because it's all, like, the brain damage type
Yeah.
stuff.
Mhm.
But I find, like, it's really exhausting after. And so I have to do it at, like, the right time of day, because if I do it, like, too early in the day, then I'm tired for the whole day. But if I do it, like, the end of the day, it's not so bad. Um, but yeah, so, like, I just feel guilty sometimes, and, like, even the girl that comes in to do my stretches, like, it's an hour, but I still, and I don't know, maybe that's something I need to, like, still work on getting over. But, like, I remember, like, grades, yeah, all through school, physio came before even school, like, extracurriculars that were, like, physical all came before, like, any school type things, even, like, work, all that. But, now I'm just like, "Oh, my clients, I'm letting my clients down," when, like, really it's self-care, but it's not self-care, like, it's how I survive. So
Yeah, I
I
was
have
just
a
about
hard
to
time
say,
calling it self-care. I really
I
hate
was just
when
about
people
to say
call it.
it's literally like it's your survival.
Yes.
Um, but it is your sense of guilt, is it stem from you having to stop a routine and then working on something to help you? Like, where's the guilt coming from? Is it when you rest?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
having to rest.
I think it's because, like like I said, we never really played to play, we always played to do something. So I always feel like I need to be doing something, and
Mhm.
I just, during, like, work hours and stuff, I feel like I need to be, like, on for my clients, when really one of the reasons I wanted to start my own business is because I knew I couldn't, like, I was working traditional hours and then doing all my therapies after, and I was still, like, getting home at, like, 9:30, 10 o'clock at night, and then I would do it all the next day, and it's it wasn't sustainable, like, and doing them,
Yeah.
like, throughout the day during, like, daylight is so much better, and that's kind of one of the big reasons I wanted to do my own job and be my own boss. Um, but it's still, like, I feel like I owe them time when, like, really I don't. A lot of it's, like, I'm not. set on like certain hours. A lot of it's project based. Like I give them certain hours a week, but it doesn't mean I have to be on at specific times. And but I it and like saying it to you makes sense, but like in the moment it doesn't make sense in my mind and I still feel guilty.
Because I was like, you're literally you're
Mm,
answering your dilemma, but
yes.
I do get it because there was a time I work for myself too, so I get it, and I did that on purpose because I need to set my own hours based on my availability physically. Am I gonna wake up? Is it gonna be not a good day? Like, is it
Yeah.
gonna be a great day to where I can work all day, or is it gonna be a great day to where I can work 2 hours? Like, so I'm like that too. But I had to consider the fact that if I'm not if I'm not at my best self, then I can't get anything done.
Yeah.
So I kind of had to be selfish a little bit, um, in the sense of it's necessary. Like, this is a need of me resting. This is a need of me basically living. So just a perspective for you, just something to consider. Just the mindset of it's not it's not a want, it's a need. Like, you have to.
Yeah.
And that'll
And I
change the mindset. Like, that'll change your mindset of feeling guilty because no, I have to do this. It just is what it is.
yeah, and like when I get there and do like go into the thing, I'm fine.
Yeah.
It's just like the drive there and the drive home is always like, I should have been doing this and I could have done that. And like, but like doing the thing, I'm like, I do this because I want to stay mobile. Like, I want to be like the highest functioning of myself I can be. And like, it helps with my pain and like,
Yeah.
it, like, I do feel better after and I'm more balanced and I can do a lot more things. Like, I know that, but
So
I'm
maybe
working on
your
it. This is where I'm
drive,
working on it.
okay, now we're talking about something. Maybe your drives can be your like reset moments. Your moments to just like clear your head and reset, regroup. Um just get out of like the mind of working because you don't want to burn out.
Yeah.
You don't. And if you're always thinking about one thing, then you're gonna go crazy because it's gonna become irritating after a while. Although this is probably your passion, but still, maybe those moments could be like you're just reset, music, looking at the I don't know whatever what's out there, looking at that could be your time to just reset for you to get you going for the next journey. And just something to think about.
I can definitely
Just put it
try
in.
it. I'm open to trying it.
Yeah,
I
try.
have been like more into like audiobooks and different things because like I
See,
used to just turn on Zoom and record it and just like talk to myself the whole time. And then that would be how like I would come up with like blogs and podcasts and like snippets of like me talking to myself while I was driving because I was like, I need to make something of this time. Like,
yeah, I
yeah,
mean, and the something could be nothing
yeah,
because you're always doing something. So
yes.
when is your nothing? Ooh,
Yeah, you're right. I need to do more nothing.
you need to do more nothing because you're always doing something. You
Yes.
gotta find your nothing. That's a good one. Gabe, put that up there. You gotta find your nothing when you're always doing something.
Yes.
Oh,
That's good. I'm
bars.
gonna have to write that down and like keep that put it on a sticky note right on my
That
computer. Like,
that could be like our motto as people that have disabilities and medical conditions because we have to live we have to live an extra active life because of the disadvantage that we have. So we got to work a little bit more, right? That's just
yes.
naturally. That's just what we got to do. Because the average person don't have to do physical therapy all the time. The average
No.
person don't, you know what I'm saying? Like for me, the
Yeah.
average person don't have to use a walker. The average person doesn't have to take protein every day, vitamins, stuff like that. So we're literally always doing something.
It doesn't take
But
them longer to get into vehicles and like do the normal things.
right,
Like
brush your
even to
teeth.
go to the washroom, like my one client can do it in 2 seconds and I was like, I need 10 minutes.
I need
Like,
10 to 12. I need
yeah.
10 to 12 minutes easy. You gotta do nothing when you're always doing something. Oh, that was good. Okay, so speaking of, what is your something? What do you do?
So I do a lot of things, but my big like passion sort of project, like things that I've been working on right now is I have Socretia, but I also have like under Socretia is So Styled and So Capable. So with So Styled, I actually like to help style people that are like ambulatory wheelchair users because things fit different when you're standing 1 second and sitting the next, and like stuff is just not cute, and like we need to fix that. So I've been styling ambulatory wheelchair users and like myself and like you, um and kind of helping them find their style, get more comfortable, because like I have a pike in my back, and so like things don't always fit and you have to like tailor and just all of that stuff. So
Yeah.
I love the fashion, I love the styling side. I have a fashion background, like I went and got 3 degrees in 6 years. So I have fashion, I have marketing, I have international business. I do like digital marketing and stuff at like website builds, but that's like the techie side that I'm like it's fun, but like my passion stuff is like the styling.
The
And then So
creative.
Capable, yeah, and then So Capable, I want to help people transition from being a kid with cerebral palsy to like an adult with cerebral palsy, because I don't know about you, but like when you turn 18, all of a sudden you're magically cured, but you're not.
You're not.
And there's like no support for anybody like transitioning out. So I like that's one of my big like passion projects too, is like helping people find like the services available to them. And I actually am in the works of possibly, well, not possibly, like working on creating a treatment facility that's like all inclusive of everything. So like we're talking aquatic therapy, equine, physio, massage, like all of the things in one spot, plus like little like tiny homes or cottages that people can come and stay at, so they can come for like a week or like an extended period of time and get like a treatment that's like specific to their needs and their body, and their care team can like
Yeah.
learn. And then like spa stuff too, because a lot of the caregivers don't give themselves a lot of time and they don't want to be away from their person. But like if their
Mhm.
person's getting a treatment, they could go to the spa. And then like after the treatment, the spa is really good for us too. So
Right.
like
It's a
that,
2-for-1 special.
yes. So I'm working on that. That's like a bigger project, but like helping people transition and find like the services that are available for them, or like advocate for their needs. Like that is my thing. And then styling people that stand, sit.
I love that.
So
That's such a demand because we we do get like overlooked. Like it's not a common thought, but it's very useful. Like it's very needed because there's a lot of people out there that need that assistance, that need that help. And in addition to that, it'll you don't know how much confidence that will build that person up because it's like, dang, y'all thought about me,
yeah.
man. Like you understand, because a lot of times people that have disabilities and medical conditions, they feel like they're not understood.
Oh yeah.
And like that's like the main thing. Like we're advocating. It's just because you guys, because we feel like we're misunderstood. But once you connect with the right people that do understand, then it's like, dang, can't nobody tell me nothing.
Yeah.
Period. I love that. I think that is so dope. Okay, so where can they find you? Because you're like a national treasure.
So they any social media platform, Facebook, Lucretia Barraco, or So Cretia, and it's on the screen here. And then Instagram, Lucretia Barraco, So Cretia, TikTok, or no, sorry, Instagram is So Cretia and So Capable Styled for like the styling and capable side of things. Um, TikTok is Lucretia Barraco and then So Cretia. Um, you can email me too at hello@socretia.com. And I also have a podcast, Living in a Handicapable World. So we're gonna have to get you on that podcast too. Because I I think we're all capable, and that's why it's capable in
Period.
all capital letters, because
Yeah,
we
hands
there
down.
everything we can do whatever we want.
We can
Like,
we
don't
really
tell me
do.
I can't do something. I will do
Please
the
don't.
thing.
Please don't listen. And this is why we're friends. This is why we're friends for life, because do not. I love proving people wrong. Like
Oh yeah.
I feel like that's a talent of mine. I just
I make
love.
it an art form. Like it's a
Oh my
sport.
gosh, it's so much motivation. It
Yes.
is so much. I go by the motto. My motto that I live by is "Don't let the disability fool you," because, bro, please do not tell me that I can't. Because not only I'm gonna do it, I may do it a few times to let you know that I can do it.
Yeah. I always tell people to tell me I can't, and then watch me. Because
Okay,
it might not
thank
happen when I
you.
want it to happen, but like if I say that I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it.
I'm
So
gonna
I've said
do
that I'm
it.
gonna do it. It's happening.
That's it. I love that, and I think that's the dopest thing about people that have limitations with their mindset. Our mindset is so strong. Like, I can tell you, my mindset is the strongest, probably more than someone that's fully able bodied, because I'm so focused on accomplishing the goal.
Yes.
Ain't no
Yeah.
nothing's going to distract me. I think that's super dope. Everyone, go follow. I'm about to follow all these too. Please follow Lucretia at Socretia at So Capable Styled. I said that right?
Yeah, that's
Okay,
right.
good. Living in a handy capable world, and that's her podcast. And you can email her at hello@socretia.com. Wait a minute. What's your sister's name?
My sister is Louise.
Okay, Louise and Lucretia. Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
and this is the $1,000,000 question, because I said it, but I don't even know if it was true. But Lord, please let it be true. Are you the oldest?
I am the oldest, yes. Yeah.
I remember.
So we were supposed to be named Lucy and Danny, but we're now Louise and Lucretia. We're named after our grandparents because while my
Ah,
Nonu was dying, my Nona made my mom promise she would, or my parents promised that they would name us after the grandparents. So my sister's named after my grandma Louise, and then I was named after my Nona, Lucretia, Lucretia. They tried to Canadianize it. They made it still Old Latin. So, and then
love it though.
her middle name is Danielle, and my middle name's Diane. So as like twins, our initials are all the same, like
Literally.
LDB, and the birth date. So like talk about insurance nightmares. Have twins with the exact same like initials and birth date, and yeah, like that's a whole other topic. But
For real.
I'm
For
8 minutes
real.
older, so
Like, everything is like, wait, okay. Huh? The initials are the same, the birthdays are the same. Okay, let's all right. Okay. I love it though. That is so super dope. I always wanted a twin, but I feel like I'm a triplet just by myself. Like I feel like low key sometimes I'll be feeling like I'm like a quadruplet, because it's just so many parts.
yeah.
It's so many parts. But I think that's super dope. I love twins. Are you guys identical or fraternal?
No, we're fraternal.
That's even doper. But
I
the fact,
actually look more like a twin with my younger brother than I do with her, if you put us like,
really,
and then we look like triplets if you put us all together. Like
oh,
we're 4
that's
years apart.
so super dope. I love that. Lucretia, thank you so much for being a guest on the show. I definitely appreciate it. Man, like, you're dope. What you're doing is dope. Your story is amazing. And I'm super excited to stay connected with you. I cannot wait to see the journey of the Creature of the Like, I'm excited to see the go mo bars.
That's
So get the flow.
I did have a one part of the business is like it's kind of called SoFlo actually. Yeah. I'm toying with so flow versus so scaled right now because I don't
I
know.
like the so flow.
Yeah,
That's
you're
so
not the only one who
catchy.
said that. So
I really like the so flow. Yeah, we're in there. Thank you again. I definitely appreciate it so much. Gabe's gonna put you in the back. We about to end the show real quick, and then we in there. Love you.
love you. Thank you.
You're welcome. Listen, I told y'all we in there like somewhere. What? So flow, so. Okay. Listen, so Creature is in there. Like, I love her. She is so super dope. Her story is amazing, and I think what she's doing is amazing. Like, come on now. I told you my guests be on point. My guests always be too fly, like too legit to quit, and we in there. Like, I love it. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank everyone for commenting. Thank everyone for watching. If you watched on YouTube, like, it don't even matter. Thank you for tuning in, because you could have done so many other things, and I am forever grateful. And I'm going to say it every single time because y'all didn't have to see what we was talking about, but y'all did. And I love y'all for that. All right, so let's get to the church announcements. Next week, because I missed last week, I'm going to grace y'all because typically I take July off. But next week, we are going to be live and in living color. We are going to be live for the first Tuesday of July. All right. I am super excited because I love y'all so much. I was like, I can't do them like that. Like, I gotta give them at least one more week to like go out with a bang. You feel me? You smell me? So next Tuesday we're gonna be live in living color. I can't wait for my guest to come on because he's gonna be dope. Like, duh. Also, if you have a disability, well, I have two announcements. If you have a disability, period. Thank you, Pam. If you have a disability and or a medical condition and you want to be a guest on the show, or you know someone, or you know someone that is a dope guest that you think is a dope guest, holla at me. Let me know. Let me know a little something. Let me like fill me in. You feel me? Like, don't hold back. Fill me in. Like, include me. I want to do that too. You know? Now, the disclaimer is, you gotta deal with something. Don't be coming over here talking about your nail broke and now your finger hurt, or you hit your elbow, or you was running too fast and you ran to the wall. Put some ice on it. Put some ice on it and be careful. Or turn on the light. Or put your glasses on. Because your mama done told you that you needed glasses. But here you come, trying to be difficult. Get the glasses. If you don't want to get glasses, get contacts. Child, I got them. You see all them? That's about 47 pair of glasses. Every week you're going to see me with a new pair because I can't see without. Okay. Stay focused. So if you have a disability and or medical condition, or you know someone that would be a dope guest, holla at me. Let me know what's up. Holla at me. Let me know what's up, what it is, or what should. Okay, I love y'all. I appreciate everyone. I'm so grateful. Like, I just am, and I hope you guys are grateful too, because there's always someone worse, you know? It just is what it is. There's always someone worse. Smile. Tell somebody you love them. Tell somebody you love them, because they may need it. And if you're close to them, give them a hug. Or tell them they cute. Something. Tell them they fly. Tell them their shoes is dope. Or tell them they smell good. Tell them, dang, you put on lotion today. Wow. You did that. Tell them something. Just give them a little compliment. Show them some love. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. You feel me? It's the only thing that our heart. Okay. Y'all know. All right. I love y'all. We out of here. Don't log off though, because y'all know. Gabe got to show y'all something, a little something. We out. Love you. I love y'all. Y'all better love me too. All right, Gabe, get me out of here. Y'all already know what to do. Until next time, love you.